everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Form Friday. Today we're going to be going over abs and an engagement of abs in every single exercise. If you're just joining us, we have every Friday a lesson, if you will, or a video on different forms that we see a lot of people having issues with. Common mistakes at the gym, common mistakes at home. So things that we really want you to focus on, think about. It's really good if you record yourself doing your exercises. You can see if you fall into any of these mistakes when performing your exercises, right? So your mistakes in your form. Last week, Sabina went over squats. This week, again, like I said, we're going to be going over abs. What it means to engage your abs. So we hear in a lot of our videos that we talk about prior to doing the exercise, you want to engage your abs. What does that mean? So this episode, we're going to go over and discuss what it means to engage your abs. Hope you enjoy. Some people might think that engaging your abs means simply to suck in your belly, right? You might hear people, I especially am one that will say, take your navel and pull it towards your spine. Okay, that doesn't mean just sucking in your belly, right? You don't want to just suck it in as far as you can. That's not what we're talking about when we say engage your core. Engaging your abs is very similar to a breathing exercise, and I'd like you to do it with me. I know it sounds silly, and I know you might feel silly, but no one's watching, right? So take in your deep breath, and when you exhale, make a TS sound. You'll feel it in your core. You'll feel it coming from your abdominal muscles. So when you do that is you engaging your abs, okay? So that's a fun way to kind of get to know what your abs feel like when they're engaging. So when you engage your core, you make that noise. You don't actually have to make that noise. You'll get better about really thinking about it before you do every single motion. So before you do a squat, same thing. You want to engage the core. Think about your navel being pulled into your spine. When you do the sound, you're kind of pulling yourself in, right? Your abs and your muscles are contracting inwards, right? Think about, the fun thing that I like to think about is, imagine your abs pulling back, right, into your body, and then wrapping around your spine in the back. So engaging your core is meant to really give you a foundation for your body and protect your spine. So that's one of the big reasons why I want you to engage your core in everything that you do. This is applicable to when you're at work, if you are chopping wood, if you are picking up your children. Every single time you do any of these motions, you should really be thinking about engaging your core before you do the movement. That'll really help you protect your lower back and protect the foundations of your balance. So now that we have talked about what it means, how to do it audibly, think about it. Think about engaging that core. Think about pulling your navel in towards the back of your spine, right? So we're going to do those in a couple exercises, and let's see how the difference is with each of those exercises. So here I have a barbell. It's a 45-pound barbell. You don't need a barbell at home, but this is a very good example of how I want you to visually see engaging of the core, right? So if you don't engage the core and you were to lean over, your belly might stick out like this, right? It's not engaged, it's not pulled back, it's not pulled in, right? And your deadlift might kind of be something like that. And then at the top, you might even have it pooched out even still, right? You're not thinking that. You might even be arching your back, right? So I want to think about, in this position right here, I want to, instead of pushing my belly out like this, I want to pull it in and engage the core. Do you see a difference? You engage the core and then pull up. Okay? Do it from another angle. Okay. So we're down, our belly. I'll do a narrow grip. Our belly is out, right? And we do the pull. Belly not engaged. Okay? We go down, the belly is out, we engage the belly, protects our back, and we pull up, and even at the top, our belly is engaged, right? Our abs are engaged. Our navel is pulled in, right? So to give you a little reference, that's what it looks like sticking out, okay? So in all our movements, we want to make sure it's engaged, okay? All the way down, you have it engaged, and all the way up, you should have it engaged. Be thinking constantly about bringing your navel to your spine, okay? I'll do one more ankle. So we have belly out, right? Belly out the whole way. Belly out at the bottom. Belly out at the top, right? We're gonna instead engage it. Pull it in, flex your muscles, bring your abs in tight, and they're tight all the way down. And they're tight all the way up. So this is that point where we talked about the breathing, right? So when you're down here, you can think about tss, tss. It makes you engage your abs and pull them in. And then once they're pulled in, you can pull up. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do the same exercise, right? Instead, dumbbells. I got 10-pound dumbbells right here. We're just gonna be doing curls, and I want you to practice engaging your core, okay? So I'm gonna do an example, not engaging my core, right? So my belly is gonna be loose, right? Just relaxed, right? I'm going to pull up with a relaxed belly. My core is not engaged. I actually feel a little bit of stress on my lower back. All right, let's practice engaging that core, right? So we're gonna do the sound. Right, so we're gonna go relaxed belly. I'm pushing it out a little bit for it to be a little dramatic, but pushed out belly. We're gonna go. Right. Your belly is engaged now. Your abs are engaged. Your navel is being pulled constantly towards your spine. Right? We're gonna keep that posture, keep that tension on our abs, and then we're gonna do our curls, right? The whole time going up, my abs are engaged. The whole time going down, my abs are engaged. The pressure is off of my spine, and now surrounding my abs, I feel it. Alright, to another position. Relaxed. Mine's pushed out just a little bit so you can see. Right? Okay? Doing this kind of creates an arch in my back. Right? Because I'm not stabilizing myself. Do the sound. Alright. Now my abs engaged the entire time. I'm going to do my slow control movement, all while having an engaged core. Alright, so we've talked about engaging our core when we're doing a deadlift. We've talked about engaging our core while doing upper body motions, right? Let's talk about engaging our core when doing squats. All right, so the same concept, this applies to everything that you do in your life. Anytime that you are picking something up, moving something around, if you want a healthy body, if you want to prevent injuries in your back, you need to practice doing this. It'll become second nature, I promise. Practice pulling your abs in, making your navel be pulled towards your back, okay? So without my abs engaged, my belly sticks out, okay? We're gonna do a squat for you. Okay, so my belly stuck out the whole time, and I felt a lot of tension here on my hips, right? So this time, instead of not engaging my core, I want to pull everything in, right? Remember, practice that sound. So we go from belly not tightened, abs not fixed or engaged, to, all right, pulls everything in, right? So we're pulled in now. Now we're gonna do our squat. Okay, notice here, I'm not sticking my belly out here, right? So I'm still engaged the whole way down, the whole way. No matter if I go beyond 90, if I go 90, fine. Just doing little pulses. My abs are engaged and pulled in. It's the most important thing to protect your lower back. Okay, so we'll do a couple more examples. So we're engaged. We're gonna do our squat, back down. Squat, back down. You release once you stop the motion. All right, to finish this series, today's abs engagement for Form Friday, we want to do planks. As you may or may not know, Ironland Training has a challenge every single month, and this month is planks. Check it out under our albums and challenges, and it should say a calendar for January. It tells you what to do every single day. I'm going to show you the proper form for a plank. Make sure to remember all the steps that we've learned today. Take that sound, that audible sound, engage your core, pull your core in. Think about your navel being pulled to the back, lower back of your spine. Engage those. Think about holding that position the whole time. If I wasn't engaging my core, my belly might drop a little like this. Engaging my core, pulls it in, protects my lower back from being hyperextended. In the plank, you also don't want to be looking up like this, and keep your neck in what's called a neutral spine. Don't be looking down like this. For the same reason, you want to just keep it in line with your back. There you have it. Today's Form Friday, focusing on abs and the engagement of your core. If you learned something, please comment below. Let us know what you learned. If you haven't already, go ahead and check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow, and share our content with all of your friends. Thanks again, guys. See you next week.